since 1983.
Oh, my glasses. Oh, goodness. I can't find the glasses. Good morning, y'all. I'm out here a little early because I got a graduation I got to go to. I got to go to my grandbaby's graduation. I do. I got to go to my grandbaby's graduation this morning, but I want to come out here and talk about a sensitive topic. You know, Miss Loretta do talk about mental illness. And let me just speak to everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. Y'all come on in here. Let me try to get my glasses. I'm early. I got a graduation this morning. I'm not going to be out here a long time, but I did show up. So y'all guarantee some love. We're going to talk about a very sensitive subject that black people don't like to talk about. No, they don't. I say, come on in there. Bring some happiness, bring some laughter, bring some friends. Most of all, just bring your friends. I say, come on over. Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on in here. Oh, boy. I say, get on in here. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna ride around on this bus. We're gonna discuss some of this old stuff. I say, come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on over to auntie house. I say, come on in here. Yeah, yeah. Come on in here. Auntie house. Bring the laughter, bring that grin. And make sure you bring our friends. I say, come on over to your auntie. Yeah, yeah. Come on over to your auntie. Yeah, yeah. I say, everybody, welcome in. Everybody, welcome in. Bring more than one friend. Everybody, just come on in. Just come on over. Yeah, yeah. Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on over. Come on over. Come on over. Come, run around. Let's all go to auntie house. Let's go to auntie house. I say, come on over. Yeah, yeah. Come on over. How y'all do? How y'all be? Y'all come on in here so we can talk about it. That's auntie house. That's right. We're going to talk about it. Yes. Sensitive topic, but we're going to talk about it. Let's do this one more again. Because this is a busy morning for Auntie. I got to go see my baby's graduate today. I love my smoothie. Come on over. Come on, children. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over. Oh, come on over. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over. Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on. I say, come on in here. Bring some happiness. Bring some laughter. Bring some friends. Most of all, just bring your friends. I say, come on over. Come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on over to your auntie house. I say, come on in here. I say, get Oh, boy.
Hay una marca que tiene confianza en abundancia y lo respalda con una garantía.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm in a hurry. Okay, I don't know where my damn glasses at. Got about 10 goddamn pals. Can't find one. Good morning, everybody. Happy Hump Day. I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's great. On this beautiful Wednesday that Lord created. Yes, I was trying to get out here even more earlier. I really was. I was trying to get out here about 6:30, 6 o'clock. Because I got a graduation I got to attend this morning with the grandbabies. The twins are graduating today at their school. They wanted Grandma to come, and Grandma gonna go. So I decided to come on early, and I want to talk about this. Everybody know I do talk about mental illness on my platform because I'm not ashamed of my life. I'm not ashamed that I do have a child that suffer with mental illness, and sometimes a lot of people be in denial. The black race we are so sad. We are truly one of the races. We are truly so behind when it comes to our kids and stuff and dealing with mental illness. You know, a lot of black people think it's a game. They think it's something to be made fun of. Till they look up one day, it happened to them, it happened to somebody in their family members. And sometimes when you see people act a fool about somebody who got mental illness, most of the time they sick themselves. So that's why Miss Loretta can diagnose sick people, and that's why I don't go backwards and forwards with people when I know they got a problem. Truly in my heart that I know they got a problem, Miss Loretta have to let them go, cause I got so many years of experience when it comes to mental illness, and I really do. And that's why you'll never win with the mental illness. You'll never win. Lord Jesus, I just want to thank you this morning for waking each and every last one of us up this morning, Jesus. Thank you for wrapping your arms around us, Jesus, bleeding your blood on me and my auntie, baby Boogie Woogie, because somebody didn't get up this morning, Jesus. And Jesus, if anybody going through anything, dealing with the issues with somebody and their loved ones, haven't been on their meds and out of control with mental illness. Mental illness is a scary situation because you never know. Because, most times some people think they be fine and they be so sick, Jesus. Lord, comfort that family. Give them what they need, Jesus. Just comfort them. Teach us and, give us knowledge each and every day so we can understand this disease. We're taking out our young people every day, Jesus, because sometimes they just don't understand what they're going through. They got to have somebody in their life to explain this stuff to them. And a lot of times they don't know Jesus. And I try to be the voice of reason to share it with anybody, Jesus, because I know you didn't make no mistakes when you gave my life this to my life. You wanted me to be one of the people who can come out here and let everybody know that it's going to be okay, it's going to be all right, Jesus. And I just want to thank you, Jesus, for making me the strong black woman that I am, that I never turned my back on my child, never gave up and never will. And I just thank God that he's better now and he's doing okay in the name of Jesus. We pray for all the other families that are going through it. All the other families don't know nothing about it, Jesus. Give them knowledge and understanding. Let them know this is something that happened in life. We don't know why it happened. They still don't know why it happened. But just hold them tight, Jesus. Let them know that you got them, that you're the unlimited God, that we pray on this beautiful Wednesday in Jesus' name. Amen. Ooh, how everybody feeling this morning? Yes, I just want to come out here and touch on a few things because I know a lot have happened. And you know, like I said, black people is one of the ignorant race when it comes to mental illness. They don't know no better. And they laugh at the situation. And it's nothing to laugh at. It's nothing to laugh at. It's really not. Because you can wake up one day and it could happen to you, it could happen to somebody in your family, your loved one. This disease, it's a powerful disease. I mean, it happened to the lawyers, it happened to the doctors, it happened to the nurses, it happened to the school teachers, it happened to regular people. We don't know why mental illness affect people, but it does. And this is supposed to be, I think this month right here is mental illness awareness month. And most young people who take their life, you know, everybody think they be fine because they don't see the signs. And sometimes the signs are hard to, and a lot of people don't give signs. You know what I'm saying? But let me speak to y'all before I try to get some information on this. And like I say, anytime, you know, if you're new coming in the chat, if you're going through something with mental illness and you want, you know, you don't want everybody to know your business, because I know how it is. Because people with, you know, since I shared my life with this app, people will always throw that up in my face like I'm supposed to be ashamed of it. But see, I know the people who throw that up and always try to comfort me with that. And they will, because they don't know no better. Because they really think they got a perfect life. And you know, one day they keep living. One day they'll grow up and understand. But right now they don't know. And that's why I came out here and I preached this to black people. Black people didn't even know how to bake or eat their own kind. White people been baking or eating their kind for years. It's so sad that as black people, we are so behind in a lot of stuff when it comes to our people. Because we just that ignorant. We laugh at stuff like this. We make fun. None of us is perfect. None of us. How you doing, Ralph? Good morning. How you doing, Reba? How you doing, Trey? Ralph? Shirley girl, how you doing this morning? Sugar Reba, Kimberly, good morning. Miss Lowe, happy Wednesday, baby. Happy Wednesday to you, too. Thank y'all. Ralph, my daughter is graduating next week. Oh, congratulations. Yes, child. My other granddaughter, she gonna graduate next week, too. She going to high school, honey. Oh, my goodness. Woo, Lord. I remember when my grandson was in high school. I mean, those high school years, they go by fast. You look up, girl, they don't graduate. They in college. They working. Life be moving so fast. It's just unbelievable how fast life moves. Sunshine, how you doing this morning, my love? Sunshine, don't take nobody out the chat because everybody need to hear this. Everybody, even the rude people. Who is that in the picture? That is my son. That's my son. Yes, that's not my grandson. I know that's my son. That's my son, the one who suffer with mental illness. That's my baby. Good morning, Auntie and Chat. You know, like I say, I talk about my life on here. I talk about my life on here a lot. If you've been following Miss Loretta, that's why I don't be worried about the haters. Because everybody who have been following me for the few years I've been on here, they would tell you Miss Loretta talk about herself too. I talk about me. I talk about the struggles that I have went through with my child with mental illness. Yes, I have went down in the streets and went and seen my child. And my child have been going through a lot of issues. And I used to take everybody with me. Because that's what type of person I am. You know, I do share. I talk about myself more than I talk about anybody. You know, people want to exaggerate. Oh, you always talk about Peach. No, that's a D lie. I talk about more than Peach. But Peach is the only person that I do talk about because, like I say, it's personal when it comes to me and her. And that's it. And that's Miss Loretta. I don't know why the rest of the reactors talk about it because they want her to do better. But it's personal, and I do want her to do better as a mother. And I can also see that Peach has some issues too. I mean, people can be in denial all they want to, but the young lady do have some issues too. And maybe she keep hearing voices and knowing that she got some issues. Maybe one day she will go and try to get herself some help before something. I pray to God that's to happen. That's my son. That's my baby. Mary, Mars and Chad, happy Wednesday. I don't know what happened to it. All my damn glasses. I told you this house be weird as hell. I got to get Gooby Ghoul up out of here. I'm telling you, this don't make no decent. I'm telling you, it don't. I mean, it don't make no sense. And the only thing I use the glasses for is to read and stuff. And then when I come back for them, I can't even find them. 5 out of 5 damn pair, and you can't find one pair of glasses. Not one pair can I find. This is weird as hell, y'all. I'm telling you, Auntie Loretta been going through something. This boy ready to get up out this house. Oh, thank you. I found the pair, but my brother ready to go. You know, I'm just being selfish. I got to get his ashes up out of here and put them in the sea, y'all. I really do. Okay, let me finish speaking to y'all now. This is much better. This is a whole lot better. Ooh, Mary, how you doing this morning, sugar? All right, go make that dough for sure. I have something important to say on this topic. Good, because this is a good topic. Like I say, don't take nobody out. I want everybody to understand black people. As black people, we need to talk about this more. And I know people are used to Miss Loretta speaking on it because I am one of the content creators speak on it. I am one of the content creators not ashamed to say that I do have a child that do suffer with mental illness, and that's why I related to Marcus. That's why I used to speak on Marcus, and I don't speak on Marcus no more because I love what Marcus is doing. Shout out to Atlanta Street. Because I said, if I had been living in Atlanta, you probably would have been no interview with my son, because I told Marcus, I say, my son be acting like some of those people that you be interviewing. And you know, it is what it is. When he's not on his medications and stuff, he's such a handsome, bright man. But when they not on their medication, they go left pretty fast. Sunshine said, I didn't know that Shay had a stroke. Talking about plus size Shay? Yes, they do. And it's not funny at all. No, it's not, honey. Sunshine said after the seizure. Ralph Angel said, I deal with mental illness. My family doesn't believe it. They have the misattitude about it, so they are mostly be isolated. Yeah, you know, a lot of black people want to be in denial when it comes to mental illness. They do. They want to be in denial about family members. Oh, they weren't born with my child wasn't born with no deep mental illness. Number one, nobody born with mental illness. See, that's the black people don't understand. You don't be born with this. This is some kind of chemical balance of the brain that stuff happens. Sunshine said, Reba, yes, but I hate to say it. Auntie D caused her daughter to have that stroke. And Shay has said, that's her first mind. Now, Auntie D is the son that took his alive himself, right? So that's why I want to speak on this too. Praying for Auntie D, Lord have mercy. And you know, and I got a best friend. Well, she ain't no best friend, but she a friend, and her son unalive himself. So we'll get to that too. Keep loving him, Miss Lowe, and God's going to work that thing out. Yes, you know, I ain't gonna never stop loving my child. Sunshine said, Reba, did you know Shay went to the prom with Jonathan? And okay. Good morning, Janice. How you doing? Hey, Kayla. Good morning. Y'all giving each other some love. Sunshine say, unfortunately, I am serious. She was heartbroken. Oh, praying for people have had that tornado as well. I remember her, okay. She committed suicide. Oh my God. Yes. And you know, we have more black people to commit suicide among the in mental illness because you know why? Like Miss Loretta was saying before, they laugh at it. They think it's something funny. Oh, you got that crazy ass son over there. You know, I don't heard people say this. And you know, after I came out here and shared it to the world, what they didn't know nothing about my son. So Miss Loretta shared it. Then all of a sudden, he's smoking crack. He living under the bridge. This is what these people. This is how ignorant black people are. I ain't looking that this could be your life one day. Because Shirley, how you doing? Let me tell you something about that awful. I feel awful about that young man. Yeah, because mental illness can drop. You don't know when that mental illness gonna hit you. You can wake up normal today, tomorrow, you won't even know where the hell you at. You can wake up with somebody that you've been loving all your life. Then you don't even know where the hell he at. Who that person is no more. Miss Loretta, man, I asked, how old your son was in that picture. He was around, this is when his mental illness first started. He was around, the mental illness started around when he was about 19 years old. Mm-hmm. My son had a beautiful future. My son was smart. My son had went back to high school, graduate. He was in college. He was in welding school. He was the top two. It was one head of him, and he was number 2 in his class at P-Tech. He was doing good in life. I mean, he had a lot going for him. You know, he had a car. He worked it. He had got a scholarship for P-Tech. His life was very, very, very promising. You know, he was promising a beautiful life. He really was. Joy said, not only black. Yeah, not only black. It's white people too, but I'm saying we the ignorant, we in denial. White people's not in denial when it comes to mental illness. White people put somebody away in a minute. You know, one of their kids go to acting up, or somebody that they love, you know, they will Baker act them. Black people don't do this. They don't know how to begin. They don't know how to start. That's why when you go look at Marcus, look at Atlanta Street. You see how many. Look at all the black people out there. You barely see any white people out there running around like that. Now let's be honest. Let's be honest. Watch Marcus, Atlanta Street. You don't see number of black people that Marcus interviewed. You barely see any white people because you know why? Because white people put their goddamn people locked up. They put them away until they get right. Black people don't give a damn because we in such a denial. We're in denial and we act like we don't know what the hell to do. My family always call me crazy. You okay, baby? Well, say, I'm sorry, you have to end that for your family. Yes, you okay, baby. You know, I'm glad you got somebody that you can talk to, right? Joyce say, it's a lot of young people in the street, yes. But when you see them, most of them are black. Because most of the black people would say, I don't know how to bake an egg. I don't know how to get my child no help. Because you busy around here making fun of other people instead of when somebody like Miss Loretta be trying to teach y'all something. You pay me no damn attention. Mary Dixon said, Auntie, I have a girlfriend that has mental illness, and she is, yes, I can understand. Yeah, your best friend. Sometimes you wake up, you don't know who your best, sometimes you don't even know who your man is, your husband. People and here in the state of Florida, you can't even divorce your husband if he suffered with mental illness. You can't divorce your wife. So mental illness, it hit us. All shapes, sizes, all different people. Brown Sugar, how you doing this morning? I tried to transparent my people, but it was a waste of time. I hate to go through that, Sugar. Ralph say you are a human and they don't feel ashamed at all. That's right, Troy. How you doing, Troy? Good morning. Miss Low, baby Tariq look like your son. Yeah, you can tell that's his child, can't you? Yeah, Shirley say it's affecting a lot of young people, and it is, and that's why I got to talk about this thing more, because the young people is the ones who be so deep to we think we got perfect children. We think we got perfect children, and that's the way he was. He wanted to do everything perfect, and everything was just going so good for my baby. He was just doing so good. You know, he's a handsome man. He's an attractive man. The ladies, the girls like him. And then he had one, and he didn't want to hurt the girl that he was with for many years. And I didn't understand all this piling up on him. And then he's trying to get his career going. And I think it was just a lot. He was going through a lot. You know, here it is, the woman he been with for 4 or 5 years, he finding out that he didn't love her no more, because he don't met other women, and other women was attracted to him. And here it is, he want to do other things, and now his girlfriend, she wasn't doing nothing with her life. She wasn't even going to school. She was just, and just like I was telling her, you don't never put your life on hold for a man, baby. You don't do that. When a man decides that he want to jump up one day and want to go out there and have him a life, you going to be put on hold if you ain't trying to do nothing for yourself. And the whole time you was with him, you should have been working on you. And that's what she should have been doing. Hey, Miss Kaya. True, my auntie was a teacher and she showed signs and she needed help. But the family kept trying to dismiss it because they were ashamed. That's why. And the final straw was when she rolled one of her students down a hill, and that was in a wheelchair. Joyce say telling the truth, yeah. Yeah, when black people trying to hide it, they always somebody do something stupid because you be in denial. It took her hurting someone to believe her. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it takes for a person to hurt somebody before people get them help, especially when it comes to our race. And I'm not trying to put down my color, but we got to do better when it comes to mental illness. We got to do better. Sunshine said, I know someone did 6 years in the mental hospital instead of sending to prison, and they sent her to the mental ward. White people get sent to the mental hospital all the time. They don't get sent to prison like a lot of mental illness. Black people get sent to prison. No, the white people get sent to mental hospitals. They do. Nice ones too. The state of Florida pay for them too. But you're going to have more white people in Chattahoochee mental hospital than you going to see black, because they're going to send all the black people to prison. Because you know why? Because their family don't fight it. Their family don't come in the courtroom and say, hey, this person is sick. This person been sick for 60 times, and keep sending him to the chain gang. Send him somewhere where he can get treated, where he can get on his medication and come out here and try to live with the world, because it is people that suffer with mental illness are nurses and doctors and stuff, because they take their medication. Long as they take their medication, they be fine. Teach school and everything, they be fine. They got so many different types of medication out here these days. They got all kinds. I know someone did, yeah, family, everything. How you doing, Grand Rising? Enjoy your day today. I sure will, girl. I woke up. Hey, Dr. J. Sunshine say, my ex has a cousin in the mental ward and been there for 2 years, and it runs in the family. Yeah, sometimes it do runs in the family. That's true. I had a terrible breakdown a few weeks ago, and it was really bad. You on your medication, Ralph? Because you know they got all kind of medication now that they can give you. If that medication not working for you, let the doctors know. Don't be hesitated. Say, hey, this medicine is not making me feel funny. If you know this ain't working for me. Because, girl, they got so many different kinds. And they ain't even got that kind that make you fat no more. You remember the medication where people used to take long time ago? They talking about the crazy medicine, it make you fat. They don't even have that no more. They don't even get that to people no more. They got so many different kinds out there. They even got the shots. The shots, because some people do need the shots now. Because some people they get just that bad till they need the shots. No, she was black and I went to school with her. Okay. She was black and that's why I was shocked. I didn't think she had a good lawyer. But at the end of the world, there's help out there. It sure is, Kim. There's help. There's all type of new different kind of medication that a person can get on. They don't have to, it's so much. The world has truly improved when it comes to mental illness. I mean, the medication and stuff. But the thing is, a lot of times when a person is sick, you don't see it until they unalive themselves. Because if you that parent, you be in denial that you got a perfect child and ain't nothing wrong with your child. Ain't nothing wrong with that boy. I wasn't that mother. I knew something was wrong with my child. I damn sure did. I knew. I mean, I could have just ignored that shit. I could have. And went on with my damn life. And like I said, I spent over 20 years getting my son some help in and out. And I told him, I say, long as I can breathe and I'm here, you gonna be in and out that damn hospital. And that's what I did for a long time. At the end of the world, there's help out there. Yes, I am a RN, so I am proud. Also, I am around doctors and friends. They help me. Thank you. See there? Yeah, you're doing good. Yeah, I gotta go out, baby. She's a RN too, and she tell me all the time. She used to tell me. I haven't seen her in a while, but she always say, before she even got an RN, she used to say, Mama, I take my medicine, because she had a sister, which her sister died last year. Her sister, unfortunately, her sister wouldn't take her medication. They couldn't save the sister. And her mama walked in the house one day and found her laying in the bed with her eyes open. She died. So I assume she got a hold to that fentanyl. It helps out there when you got to be willing to ice for it. Exactly. And most time when people sick, they ain't gonna ice for it. We have to catch it early. Somehow, yes, you have to catch it early. Well, I think my mama, it was embarrassed. Yeah, that's what I'm saying now. A lot of mothers, and that's why kids sometimes, and I don't want this to sound the wrong way, the kids unalive themselves because mother be in denial. Nobody wants a sick child, first off. Nobody wants a sick mother. Nobody wants a sick daddy. Nobody wants a person with mental illness. But it happened. But can they get better? Yes, they can get better. Does your grandson understand? Oh, yes. He understands it. Yeah, he been dealing with it ever since he been little. He act more like the father. Yeah, he love his daddy. Yeah, he understand it very much. He understand pops. That's what he call them, pops. Those two, they got a relationship, you know. He understand it. Early detection is the key. Yes, it is the key. Yeah, and see, that's what it is with black people. That's what I'm saying. When you see people out there in the streets, you don't hardly see that many white people like you do black people, because white people get help for their race. And we the only ignorant race, because we be so embarrassed about mental illness, and we see this stuff don't got worse. We see, and sometimes these kids don't be on no drugs or nothing. But sometimes the drugs can alter mental illness, but a lot of times they don't be on drugs. Sometimes they just be that sick. They mind just be gone. And they just need medication. Because if they sick like that, they don't no telling what they out there doing. Ralph say, I don't deal with my family and I love whoever loves me. That's right. If they can't understand what you're going through and they not supportive of you, but I'm glad that you got your, the staff and the doctors and stuff that you work around, somebody in that field that you can talk to, Ralph. Anytime you want to talk to Auntie, like I say, I help people email me. I don't call nobody names, but people have emailed me and called me about they don't have problems with their children and they want Miss Loretta help. That's why I say you don't come for people. Because they say the first person when my son got sick, I thought about you, Miss Loretta. I ain't going to tell you no lie. That's why I was chasing you down. And I just want to talk to you. And for you can give me some pointers what I should do and stuff like that. So people have came to me, if you want to call me or email me, because I know a lot of times people don't want to come out here on this app and say, yeah, because they know how people like to bully people on this app. And especially, it's sad, it make me sad that I got to see my own color try to tell another person down because they mad at somebody about a stupid app. You got to come for a person, child or something, somebody trying to teach you something educational because these days, look at the world. We need this for our children. Look how they run around out there. Look how they alive in themselves. And a lot of them be successful. A lot of them don't be broke. A lot of them have money. They have everything going for them. They be in relationships. But it's just that devil. It's just that spirit or something just get into them. People say, does your grandson understand dad mental illness and does he feel that he may have it? No. He understands it very well, but he good. Yeah, he good. My grandson, both of them, all of them good. Just don't deal with me. I love whoever loves me. Yes. Hey, Loretta, you look like my sister-in-law, and I show her your picture. I look like your sister-in-law, okay. They just don't need medication, but active lifestyle and good support system. And that's a great advantage against mental illness. Exactly. Go get her, say, hey, go get her, how you doing? Yes. People doesn't know how just to listen to someone is making a difference. Yes, it is. And they shouldn't just be thrown a mental institution will give a chance. I gotta say, it's all kind of medication out there and stuff like that. If anybody get diagnosed with anything, I mean, it's hope. And I know for a fact, because I've seen people been on their medication for over 20 years, and they live a beautiful life. RNs, nurses and stuff. And they do well in life. So, I'm glad that my family know about mental illness. I'm glad we know about it. So, if somebody get diagnosed with it, they know how to get treated. They know how to get on the medication, and they know the medication works. And I'm living proof that it works. People doesn't know just how to listen. Yeah, just listen to someone does make a difference. Like I say, since I told people about my child, I have people came to me. Several people came to me and wrote to me, and they were surprised their child started acting out. Their child started doing the same thing mine did. Went to acting out. Just acting out completely. And that's the part you don't understand. And sometimes they end up unaliving themselves because if you don't understand what your child, because a lot of people want perfect, ain't nobody perfect. It happened to the football players. I know this guy, he played for the Denver Broncos. He was a quarterback. And he was very good. I ain't gonna call his name. He was very good what he did. He was starring on the football team and everything. But he got sick. He lost his mind. Lost his mind. Couldn't play ball like that no more. So he had to stop playing ball. Then his wife divorced him. So that's why you have to be careful who the hell you marry when you too, because like I say, you know, when people marry you for your money and stuff, and then you can't make that money like you can, they'll divorce your ass. Especially people in medical field. So many people are suffering from mental illness. Yeah, because they see a lot. People in the medical field see a lot, and they do a lot. They're the bravest people in the world in the medical field. Hey, Tanya, how you doing, sugar? There are some brave people, and they be around all these people. You know, nobody perfect, honey. The mind is a terrible thing. They'll tell you that. If a mind is a terrible thing, if yours don't click, that's what I'm saying. When I run across people, when I know that they truly got mental illness, I don't go back and sniff hour with people who are sick. I can't do it. And people can say, because one thing about people with mental illness, they never get tired. Especially if they ain't on no type of medication either, they will never get tired. They never stop arguing. They never get tired. And that's one thing. My daddy always told me, you don't argue with the mental illness. Leave those damn crazy ass people alone. Woo, Papa Brown say, leave those crazy ass people alone. It ain't, don't put it like that if they not on their medication. I'm just saying. Because you ain't going to win. You ain't going to win. And that's what I be telling people. I know when people have problems. That's why Miss Loretta take her ass on by her business. I sure do. I move the hell on. I'm not out here the one to do it. I've been doing it all my life. I got a child that I have to do it with. I'd be damned if I'm going to do it with somebody on this app. Just be careful how you handle people, please. That's right. I'm also in the medical field, and you shouldn't be afraid when they're human beings and they just need help. That's all. How you doing in the service? Yeah, that's all. They just need help. But like I say, black people got to get more in tune and stop being so ignorant and understand mental illness. We are good morning passing through doctor's appointment. Okay. We are the ignorant ones out there. We see more our children running around out there than white children. Ain't no white kids out there running around like black kids are. No, it's not. It's no, not that many white children. And you can see that from the interviews on the streets. You barely run into a white person who out there bad, every now and then. But most of those people that they be interviewing be black people. Because you know why? Because like I say, before they family members see them like that, they will go to court like hell. They will you can go to court. And see, that's what black people don't like to do. Black people don't like to do that paperwork. And see, Miss Loretta don't did the paperwork for her child. I don't feel that paperwork. I don't have him court order. I don't roped off the whole goddamn city to get mine. I don't know how the hell you feel about yours. But if I could save mine and get mine some treatment while I'm living on this earth, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to let nobody kill my child or hurt my child or let my child hurt somebody. Because that can happen too. Sometimes they let their sick child go. Somebody end up killing them. They end up killing somebody because they don't want to get off their ass to do the paperwork on their children. They want to be in denial. And some people have 2 and 3 children like that. Yeah, some people have 2 and 3 kids with mental illness out there on the street. And mama probably just give up. Don't care. Let them go. Just let them go. Because they don't care. You did right, Auntie. Yes, Sunshine says, saying the devil made me do it, be real, because after they allow someone, they don't remember. They don't remember what happened. They damn sure don't. But the thing is, why you didn't try to get your child no help? Why you just let it go? You didn't even try. You didn't even want to try. Because some parents be embarrassed. I know a lady who took her life because she could not live, and her son's still living and doing a lot better. But she took her life because because her son was sick. And she said she did not know how to handle a mental illness son, that she was just that embarrassed. She was just that embarrassed about her son. So when they found her dead, and my friend was trying to get her to meet me. He said, hey, I want you to meet my friend Loretta. Loretta go through this. Loretta said she's been going through this with her child, and Loretta is perfectly fine. I want you to meet Loretta because Loretta, you and her probably get along good. Loretta probably can help you, to tell you what you can do and stuff like that. But I never met her because she had already took her life. And she left a letter behind, said she could not live in this world having a sick child. So some people are embarrassed, and it's be blind people. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It's nothing to be embarrassed of. It is what it is. See, because the same person who make fun of you, you know, God can turn that thing around, and it could be them. So you don't play with what God done did, because God definitely could turn your life around too. And then you wish you had never made fun of those people. Brenda, good morning, Miss Loretta. Everybody in the chat, I'm praying for Miss D and her family. Yes, and you know, I'm doing good, catching up on 24. There a lot of work achieved. Thank you. Yeah, and mental illness is nothing to be ashamed of, black people. Come on. It's nothing to sit up and make fun of. It's nothing to joke about. But sometimes when people sick themselves, they don't understand it. And they don't understand it. Hey, baby, how you doing? And they don't. A lot of times they don't understand it. They don't know. They don't even want to talk about it because they don't understand it. They be so scared. So they'll just ignore it. You know, like I say, when you see all these little young black people and young people in the streets like that, and mine just gone and stuff, and nobody trying to get them no help. They just let them run the streets and stuff like that because a lot of times they don't care. And you know, and sometimes the saddest thing I have seen, when you see mother and daughter, both on mental. Both on mental. Oh my God. Nobody tried to help neither one of them. Nobody. And I have seen cases like that, when mama and daughter both on so bad, both on mental illness real bad. I ain't gonna say nobody tried to get them no help. Who knows? They probably just didn't want none. I don't know. Sunshine said, that's why I keep to myself out in public. If we make eye contact, I'll smile, and I'm going to. You never know what a person is going through. No, you never know what a person's going through. And I could understand a lot of people don't want to share their life on this app. I don't blame them, because people is cruel as hell. And the only reason I shared mine because I was a content creator, and you know, and I know people do have family members that suffer with mental illness, even if they're in denial or not. You know, that's just something, if they want to share it, they can. If they don't have to. But I just want to let them know they're not alone. You don't never have to feel you're not alone. And black people need to be taught more about mental illness. You know, it's a shame that they don't even know how to bake or each other. They don't know how, because black people don't like to go down to the courtroom to fill out paperwork. They don't. Oh, you know, they'll just wait till time pass. Time ain't promised to none of us. Tomorrow is never promised to none of us. Sometimes they be scared of them, yeah, because someone can hurt you. Well, some got it wrong, and it's hard to get them to accept. Yeah, and some of them have took their parents and stuff. Yeah, some of them have took their parents, have murdered their parents. Like my sister say, you don't know what you're raising. You sure don't. Ralph say some got it to hand them to accept them. Sunshine said, I agree. No peace of guy. They only fill out the paperwork when it's a check involved. Thank you, Sunshine. They won't fill out that check. You know, try to get them some help, trying to get a court order. And you know, like when I baked like my son years ago, the police, they was confused and they had to apologize to me because they say, we never had a black woman Baker Ike, nobody in Greenwood before. You the first one, ma'am. We sorry, because these people over here don't Baker Ike each other. And that's what he told me. He said, these people over here do not Baker Ike each other. We thought we would go. And he just straight told me, he said in the white neighborhoods, they do all the time. But you one of the first ones. That's why we thought we was going in the wrong neighborhood. Because these people over here don't Baker Ike each other. Now, you know when a police officer stand up there and tell you something like that, because he's telling me that these people don't give a damn about each other over here. They don't Baker Ike each other over here. It's a shame that our race has not got to that yet. We ain't even got there yet. And that's a damn shame. That our children have to walk around like that because we ain't got there yet. Because nobody want a sick child. They only fill out when the paperwork checking. I think that's why I work a lot. I work 8 days a week in 12-hour shift. Okay. Miss Loretta. Oh, yeah, that's my son in the picture. A support system is the best thing going. I'm thankful for my kids and nieces, and I'm sick of it in the hospital. Well, keep busy a lot and keep busy. And you know, anytime you want somebody to talk to, you can always email or call Miss Loretta. I give you my number anytime, Ralph, anytime. Miss Loretta be there for you. I talk to so many different people, you know, I really do, because I know a person will feel comfortable more talking to somebody who have been through it and a person who, you know, who understand. And like a lot of times, you know, I've been going through this for a long time, and it's been a journey for me. But the thing is, my son is good, you know, he's okay, I'm okay, and you know, it ain't nothing that I wouldn't do. It's good to keep busy, but don't overwork yourself. Relaxing and getting rest is important too. Shante say, good morning, Auntie, if you don't mind. Who put you on to Baker Ike someone? Let me see, who first started me with Baker Ike, because I didn't know nothing about it. Well, I had my son in a program. My son calls a lot of people got jobs right now. Yes. Whew, I don't know why they named the program after him. They let me see who started me with Baker Ike. A program did. The program called Suncoast. Y'all know Suncoast. Now, when that program started 20-some years ago, they only had a few clients. Tariq was their first client. That was my son. But now it's worldwide. It's all over because of my son. He started that program. Over 20-some years ago, he started that program. And it was called Suncoast. They named it Suncoast. And only 2 or 3 people was working for the company then. Now they got thousands. He gave thousands of people jobs. You know, shout out to my son. Thousands of people got jobs because of my song. And I never knew about Baker Ike till they told me that I could Baker Ike him. Because I said, I don't know nothing else to do. You know, I was a young woman. I was younger than what I am now. And they told me, I said, I can actually go Baker Ike him. And they said, yes, you can go Baker Ike him. The They told me, the Suncoast told me what to do, told me that I can go down there to the courtroom, fill out the paperwork, and, you know, tell the judge everything, what he doing, and write it on the paper and stuff, and then they send it upstairs the same day to the judge, and the judge put out an order to have him picked up to go into the mental hospital. Not the jailhouse or nothing like that, but to go into the mental hospital where he can get his medication and stuff like that, where he can get help and stuff. And that's how I learned how to Baker Ike. Then ever since then, I don't Baker Ike this boy so many times to, you know, and I've been doing it. I've been doing it. I have to go do that paperwork. I tell you some of the stories how I Baker Ike him so many times because I cared. I cared about him. I told him I wasn't going to never stop till he got it together. And that's how I found out about Baker Ike. And then, like I say, when I first did it, the police they thought they was in the wrong neighborhood because they never had a black person Baker Ike somebody in that neighborhood before. And I was the first one. And after that, other mothers in the neighborhood and stuff, they reached out to me. This woman, she had a daughter. Her daughter is good now. Her daughter was real bad. And she thanks me to this day. Her daughter, you know, she went into the mental hospital for about 3 years. That's how bad her daughter was. But when her daughter got out, she met her husband. She had some children. And now she good today because she's still on her medication and everything. And her kids back grown and everything. And you know, they always thanks me for helping them because her mama didn't know what to do. Her mama was about to lose her mind about her baby. But her baby came home and got married and had kids. The kids got grown and everything. You know, when you know something, you help other people. It's nothing to be ashamed of, you know, because like I say, they got good medicine out there now, good medication. You know, people be normal as hell. As long as they take that medication, they can cope with life. A lot of people just can't cope with everyday life. They go through stuff. Well, I'm saying I wasn't even tired. My boss put me off the floor, and I hate being alone with certain thoughts. Hello, chat and family. Love you all. That's sweet of you, Auntie, to extend the olive branch. Yes, and I've been extending it since I've been on here. And like I say, people have reached out to me. I'm not going to tell nobody business, but people have reached out to me. You know, I got unexpected emails and say, Miss Loretta, I need you. What that thing is you said you did for your son, come, I got one going through it. You know, several people have. You know, several people that Miss Loretta thought they was mad at me. I thought they didn't even like me. I really did. But they wanted my help, and I gave it to them. And I let them know. I let all of them know. Anytime you need me, I'm right here. You know somebody to talk to, because I know it ain't easy. When all of a sudden your child be normal, then your child go to freaking out. I know it. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. TB goes, hey baby, how you doing? Oh, that's my song. That's my song. That's my song. Over 20-some years ago. And you know, he was a normal young man. Like I say, he was in P-Tech. He had a car. He was working. He had a promising future. You know, his future was real bright. And he only 47 years old. His future gonna still be bright. Devil, you can't stop nothing. Hey, Lakeisha, how you doing? That's good to help others. That's why I'm not just going to show you. Don't give up on your children. Don't never give up on nobody that you love. That's good to help others. I try to because I don't want others, especially my black race. I just want my black race to get more into it. And I want my black race to stop being so ignorant when it comes to mental illness. I mean, we got to stop being so damn ignorant, so damn stupid. You know what I'm saying? It's just a certain level that's why we so far behind because we always attacking each other for stupid reasons. Like you never know what's gonna happen to you. Keep on living. I'm an example. You never know what's gonna happen to you in life. Just keep on living. You got a long time. You got a long ways to go. You don't know. I don't see people go from sugar to shit. Sure have. And you be saying, wow. And you wouldn't have never thought that these people would have went there. But shit happen all the time, I'm telling you. It happen all the time. Good things you all help people. Thank you. Shailene say, good morning, Auntie. We have to educate ourselves and there's nothing wrong getting help when you need it. Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Hey, T. Smith, how you doing, my love? Yes, my grandma always say, keep on living. That's exactly. Your grandma told you right, darling. Antoinette, Grand Rising, Loretta, I'm here for it today. Yeah, and that's valid, Miss Loretta. Yes, I got on valid lipstick. That's what you're trying to say. Yes, honey. And Jal, how you doing, Antoinette? Yeah, you know it's nothing to be ashamed of. And like I say, and I'm gonna keep on helping people who want to be helped, and I'm gonna keep on talking about my life because this is my life. This is my life that I live. And don't think that you fucking perfect because don't laugh at others because that's one thing when you make fun of other people, your life can end up just like other people. Just like if you come for somebody's son being in jail, your son could end up being in jail. Don't do stuff like that. That's why you got to take the grain with the salt. When people are having a hard time, don't knock them when they're down. Don't knock them when they're down. Because you could be that same person. You would have never thought your child would end up suffering with mental illness or going to jail. So don't make fun of others. Because these days, you read what you sow. It ain't taking forever for that stuff to hit you no more. It coming to you just like that. Just like that. So be careful what you do to people. That's all. Mental illness is very important and it has to be addressed with all communities for some people to get through life exactly. And it's having a hard time with our race, though. Our race is the worstest. Our kids out there are the worstest. We don't see a whole lot of little white children running around there acting crazy. Because their parents is not going to allow it. That means if their parents going to put them away for 3 or 4 years, their parents would do that. Black people won't do that. I ain't going down there and fill out that damn paperwork. I ain't fit to do that. I'm not running down there. They'll see me when they get better. No. That's what's wrong with us. We always wait until they get better or wait until they get grown. And who say that promise? That's not promised to us. You don't live for tomorrow. You live for today. Because tomorrow ain't promised to none of us. Tomorrow is not promised to me or you. Nobody. Do what you can do while you're here. And we need to do better by mental illness. We need to stop trying to low-rate each other, comfort each other, make fun of each other like it's a damn game. Because you look one day, you won't even know left from right. You won't even know your damn name. because you was coming at somebody else who got a sick child. It's not cute. It's not funny. It can happen to you. Don't think that you not exempt, because you can. Whatever happened to Miss Loretta, it can happen to you. Keep on living. I don't have nothing to be ashamed about. And I'm glad I'm here to help the people. And I want people to reach out to me. People really say the older people told me that keep living and keep having birthdays and you will see a lot. And they ain't never lied. They ain't never lied. Antoinette said, all over, they behind you. Yeah. You know, I you know, like I say, there's nothing for me to be embarrassed about. It is what it is. It is. It's a lot of people on medication. And they works every fucking day. And they got a beautiful life. I reserved that person very nice. Lamine say, we need more black psychologicals. Yeah, we do. Psychologicals and psychiatrists. We do. We really do. We need more of them. We do. We need more of them. I agree with you. Instead of more rappers, instead of out here trying to be rappers, that's what we need in the field. Because it's so many of us so many people don't got sick mentally out there in that world. It's a shame. Tell them, Miss Lowe, you want to see the saddest part? Have you ever seen 7-year-old children suffer with mental illness? Now have you ever been to a mental hospital where they don't chain down 7-year-old children? 7-year-old kids trying to harm themselves. Now that's something would make you cry. That's something would make you cry. 7-year-old kids sick mentally. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Laughing is catching all the time. You are very true, Miss Lowe. Thank you. You could be in an accident or tomorrow. Yeah, do you know car wrecks set off mental illness in you too? Yeah, that's what happened to him. And he ain't getting and we settled that lawsuit for $50,000. And didn't know that. If I would have knew that, that lawsuit would have hit the millions. But see, like I say, when you don't know, you don't know. That's what set his mental illness off. The car wreck. A big truck, food truck. He was at the stop sign, knocked his ass. It's just the grace of God that he didn't die. But it did something to his brain. Shook his brain. And right after that, my baby was not the same. A food truck. And I wonder why they want to settle so fast. You know, I'm a young black girl thinking 50,000 young black mother don't know no better. Thinking $50,000 is a lot of damn money. There ain't no damn money. For what I went through for the last 20 years, if I knew something and I would have paid a little more attention and probably ran across somebody to tell me something, say, no, Loretta, don't settle for that. Settle for in the fucking million because your son going to have problems for the rest of his life. And y'all will be well taken care of because you're going to have to go through this the rest of your life. Nobody told me anything. They just paid us off real fast because we were some ignorant black people thinking that was a lot of goddamn money. So when you have accidents like that and somebody ran the stop sign, please don't settle for nothing like that. Miss Loretta here to school y'all. Somebody run a stop sign and don't hit somebody in your family or your loved ones and they don't knock you clean on to the other side, don't take nothing but $1 million or better. Because I'm here to tell you, they gonna suffer with their brain. Don't be
eager for money. Don't be eager for money. And that's what happened to us. People will use you in every kind of way. That's why you have to be careful. That's why I come over here and try to tell y'all some real issue on this app, so you won't get effed up like me. So when you have accidents and stuff, don't be so eager. Especially when somebody done ran the stop sign and knock you clean on to the other side of a semi truck. And I just wonder why they sell to him so fast, because he could have got millions. That's right, T. Smith, good morning. You ain't never lied. Tomorrow's not promised. No, it's not. We get whooped a lot as black people. I'm not trying to be funny. Out of car accidents and stuff, we be messed up for life. And we don't took $40,000 and $50,000, $3,000 and $4,000, and we be messed up for the rest of our life. Good morning. Hey, Ashley, how you doing, sugar? Well, I say that's why I love taking people and being there for them. That's right. T. Baker said, I'm glad you are addressing, because the black community is a time of embarrassing, and whites will quickly find resource for theirs. Exactly. White people always get more money in lawsuits than we do, because they've been on research this stuff. They smart. We don't do that. They throw us a number, and by we being poor black people, we thinking that's a lot of damn money. There ain't no damn lot of damn money, child. I'm glad you're addressing it, because the black people, yeah, child, I'm just telling you, I am like you, Auntie. I didn't give up on my son. He was diagnosed borderline autism in elementary. And I seen him, help him immediately, and he'll be 30 in July, drives FedEx. Come on now. Look at God. See that, baby? You don't never give up on your children. That's the last thing. That's what the devil wants you to do. And when I see a lot of young black men and women out there, you know, Reba, and I be asking myself sometimes, did the parents just give up on them? Was it so embarrassing? You know, I guess every mother just don't think like me. I'm the type of person, I'm going to fight for mine. I'm going to be there for something that I love. And I can't be no other way. Keep it real, say a lot of people on medication and the family don't want to deal with them. They don't. You're right, Auntie. Car accidents cause trauma. Yes, and that's what happened to my son. My son was fine before he got in that accident. He was fine. And I was wondering why they all of a sudden they wanted to settle this case so fast. And you know, and that was his first money. 52,000, you know, sure. And during that time we was at a struggle. We needed a car. You know, we had a car, but we wanted a nicer car. And you know, people get you where they get you, and we didn't understand what he was gonna face after that. No. Somehow mental issue undiagnosed. Yes, that's true, Antoinette. T. Baker, I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Lowe. Yes, right after that, it could have killed him. But he lived it. But it shook his brain. Antoinette say, we as black people, we have some type of trauma experience. Yeah, we do, you know, especially as black men and stuff, you know, they already growing up. And, you know, like that young man who took his life 2 days ago, we don't know what that young man was going through. We don't know what he was feeling. We just don't know. And like I say, my heart go out to Auntie D. You know, she probably, I know she didn't see it coming. She didn't see it coming. And it's not your fault, Auntie D. You know, you raised your baby. Your baby didn't tell you what was going on with him. So don't never think it's your fault, baby. It's not your fault. You know, when people decide to do the things that they do, it's not your fault. Because my friend, her son, he had a beautiful life. He had a girlfriend, he worked there, he had plenty of money. And you could imagine she walked in her room and he was hanging. His mother had to find him hanging. And we don't know the reason, but we believe it was because he couldn't stand the loss of his auntie. His auntie was like his mama, and she died with cancer. And we think that he couldn't take her death. And she had been in his life ever since he been a baby. I guess he just loved her just that much. Keep it real, say some people think they're going to be walking and working all their life, and could happen to them to go outside and you can get hit by a car and you can have a stroke. Amen. You don't know what's going to happen to you. Keep on bothering and picking at people. Keep on making fun of people. I'm telling you, we living in the last days. That stuff don't happen for years now. That stuff come right back on you. Because I remember people making fun of my child being in jail and everything else. You don't do stuff like that. Because, I didn't want nobody to have no sympathy for me. But see, when people make fun of you like that, when your child be locked up and your child got mental illness, they never think that their child gonna end up like that too. That's why you should leave people alone. That's why you should always say, I pray to God I never have to go through the stuff what Miss Loretta be over there talking about she don't went through. Lord Jesus, please don't let me go through nothing like that in my life. That's what you should be thinking. You should be asking God, don't let you go through what I done been through. Instead over here trying to condemn me, but I got a crazy son and all these. You would have never knew nothing about my child if I hadn't came out here and shared it with the people. And see, that's why we so ignorant right now, black people. That's why we don't know nothing. That's why our little children out there on the streets running around crazy. You see more black children and you barely see the little white children out there. Because you know why? Because they parents got them in some kind of center somewhere, don't pick their asses up. But you want to be stupid and make fun of the other black mothers who got kids like that, to the black mothers don't even want to try to get their child no help because they feel embarrassed. But it's nothing to be embarrassed about, y'all. It's nothing to be embarrassed about. Okay? Valerie said, Miss Lowe, a friend at work brought her baby kid fell down over the pump down basement step was never right. Yeah, when kids do fall down, sometimes they'll never be right, Valerie. That's true. Ralph said, in a nursing home, I did clinical and a child mental ward, and it was rough. Yes, people, that's why I keep telling. They talking about grown people. You want to try watching little children suffer with mental illness. Little children screaming and hollering. Spiders in my hand. Spiders in my hand. Roaches all over. Spiders. You got kids like that right now. These are young kids. The doctors have to hold them down. Give them medication. They be so sick. Oh my God. Go visit children like that in a mental hospital. And you think Miss Loretta had it bad? At least this boy got hit by a truck and he was grown. But when I had to go see little children in the mental hospital like that, that thing would make you cry. Little innocent babies, little innocent children, 7, 6 years old, they so sick. That thing would break your heart. That would break your heart. And some of them have to be in that hospital probably for the rest of their life until they get well, till they can find the right medication that what they can live with. And nursing clinical, yeah, and keep it real. So I know this situation, and I have this going on right now. Family members, something to happen to them, and they never been in the same sense. That's right. Sometimes car wrecks and everything do it. I keep telling you, don't be selling for that little money and stuff like that when somebody, your loved ones, get in a car accident. Please don't, because it'll come around years later, and they'll be sick. And you notice people ever had a head-on? If you know somebody who done been in a head-on car accident, I guarantee you they not right today. And doctors will tell you that. The neck and the shoulder, car accidents sets off more mental illness in the brain than anything. That's why you see people don't settle for a little bit of money. Especially when big old semi trucks and stuff hit you. Girl, don't you settle for no little money. We just never know the position you may be in. If you live, if you make it, Matthew say, mental illness will destroy a nation. We are not addressing our issue. Those which use harms are waiting patiently for the time to strike. We have to deal with this as one people and much love. I agree with you, Matt. You right, Matt. You right. Keep it real. Say black people be so desperate for money. They sure do. Because they can throw 40 and 50,000 out there to us and we think that's a lot of money. That's no money, baby. It's no money. It's no money. But like I say, when you're young and when you're poor and you know what I'm saying? And when you need what you need, you will settle for stuff. But in the long run, this was a $1 million company. You know what I'm saying? And now after that, your child ain't the same no more. I like you, Miss Lowe. I never give up on my children. No, you don't. Don't give up on your babies. No matter what they're going through, y'all don't give up on your children. Shirley, hey, baby. Don't give an internet consumer. Hope you have a blessed day. You too, sugar. Laughing is catching. Laugh at someone. It will happen to you. And they see that. And you know, right here on this app, they see that. All that laughing at people, it catch up with them. So don't do that, y'all. Don't do that. Some parents give up on their kids and they're embarrassed and they are not embarrassed. They care more about a man than their kids and their kids that need. Yeah, they do. And that's something Miss Loretta ain't never cared more about a man than her kids, because I left their damn daddy. I always wanted my kids. Hell with a man. I didn't need no man to raise my kids, because I told y'all my daddy was the king of his castle. I didn't like how my daddy ruled his castle. That's why I wasn't going to let my house be run like that. I wasn't. Antoinette said, remember dude kidnapped had brought us here and did the unspeakable stuff to us. Yeah, they did bring us here. Let us keep it real. Y'all have some type of issue. Well, say judge people is much more worse. Yes, it is. Keep it real. Say my prayers go out to Auntie D. And Lord, she have 2 special daughters. And see, I don't know Auntie D. You know, I'm just saying. But I hate that what her son did. I know that was unexpected. Keep it real, say they was making fun of your child, and I bet their child did not live long as they had a good life. I don't be worried about what people say about my son, because like I say, when I first told people about my situation a few years ago about my son, people reach out to me and everything. I forgot I had told people. And you know, I never thought their sons would stuff out. Either their niece or their family member was going through stuff like that. And what people share with me, I don't talk about it on my platform. I never will. Yes, a lady was in the car. Accidentally, she flew out the window and caused brain damage, and she got a big lawsuit paid out. Any kind of impact like that, anytime somebody hits you like that, it gonna affect the brain. That's why you don't see some people don't have impacts like that, and then they get all that money, lawsuit, and they be acting weird and stuff, cause that car wrecks affect the brains. Car accidents do affect the brains. You can do some research on it. So when next time somebody hit you and they're trying to buy you off with $10,000, $10,000, don't do it. Don't do it, baby. Because if that was a bad impact, it might have shook something in your brain. It might have shook somebody in that car who was with you brain. I mean, make sure you get thoroughly checked and make sure you know all your resources before you settle with any kind of impact lawsuit. And remember, Auntie Loretta told you, any kind of impact lawsuit, they probably be trying to settle you off with $10,000 and $20,000, and you be saying, okay, yeah, come pick your 20. You get in an accident today, we gonna cut you a check for 20,000. Girl, you know they offering you 20,000, that lawsuit worth millions. You better think about it and say, hold up, swole up. I know I need to pay some bills, but is it going to be worth it? Because the next 2 years, you're going to be walking around there, something could be wrong with you. Keep it real. Say, I was in school, elementary, middle school, and it was a lot kind of routine medication. Antoinette said a lot of us didn't have insurance back in the day. Auntie, it would make you sad and cry to see them kids. That's why they say a mind is a terrible thing to waste. And I pray to God to keep minds in every morning. I know. Just see little young kids got mental illness like that. You will cry. If you don't cry when you see these babies, you've got to be a coldless, heartless, catless person. Because to see these babies suffer with mental illness like that, oh my God. You can't do nothing but cry. Little bit of children sick like that already. Can't do nothing but cry. Auntie keep talking about it. You have more people than you know, even if you just one. You have saved someone's life. Yeah, I try to, T. Smith, I try to, and I'm going to keep talking about it. I mean, they can make fun of me all they want to. It doesn't matter, because I know they probably sick their damn self, Mary Dixon said, yes, the elderly of the church always say, thanks God for making me up with a sound mind. Amen, because somebody ain't going to wake up with a sound mind every morning. And that's real, and that's true. That's why I fight for my reputation. That's right. Shay Beaker, good morning, Miss Lowe. Hey, baby, how you doing? Keep it real. Say, my black folks, they want that little money for a settlement, and they don't have friends and family who has settlements to tell them to do research. They don't. They don't. And then, why white people, we get way more money for their lawsuits than we do? Because they already know they don't research this kind of stuff. I'm telling you, when you got you some good white friends, I ain't trying to be funny, but some good white friends, they know way more than we do. They know a lot of stuff that they can teach us. Hey, you don't do this, Loretta. You don't settle for this. Or a good old elderly person. A good old elderly person. Somebody who don't been on this earth for a while. If they try to teach you something, you better listen, baby. You better listen. Sure better. You better listen. Because they can send you in the right directions where to go. They can send you when these people try to deny you or whatever you trying to get. They can tell you, go to that state senator office and get what the hell you need to get. I had to teach a lot of black people about that too. Sure did. My old friends, they'll tell you, I taught them how to go to the damn state senator office. I say, don't let these people take advantage of y'all. The state senator, that's what you vote for. The state senator over all of them. Yeah, you just have to know a little something. But a lot of times people don't understand. They so busy. But like I say, mental illness it's sad. And I didn't even know this was Mental Illness Awareness Month. But it is sad because our race, it's so sad with our race because our race, we so ashamed of it. We call each other out our name when it comes to it. We tear each other down. We do everything. Like, can't nothing happen to you. Don't play with mental illness. Please don't play with it, baby. Because that's one thing God will do. You coming for somebody else who got mental illness, coming for somebody else's loved one with mental illness, you don't know what's going to happen to you. You can wake up, and one thing about it I can say about mental illness, I don't see it get the best people. I don't see it get the most handsome men. I don't see it take the most beautiful women, beautiful, gorgeous women, to another direction. That's one thing I was telling Marcus. I say you see so many beautiful young girls out there that be so sick. So sick. They be sick. They be walking the streets. And the men just take the advantage of them. And who would want their beautiful daughter out there? Who would want their beautiful daughter out there? Men's using them, tricking with her. Because the mind is gone. Nobody. Well, are you willing to do something about it? Some on do, some on don't. Some on let their daughter stay right on out there. Some on don't give a damn. Then some on do try to help them. But I think, Baker and black people have got a lot better. Since they know about it, they have got a lot better. Trying to get them some help. But that's a process. And it's not a one-time process. It's a process till you can get that person, on their medication. Because a lot of them don't like to take their medication. When they find out they be sick like that, they don't know they sick. That's the only thing about dealing with mental illness. When people take their own life, they don't know they sick. They don't. It's just like my mama say. It's like the devil just don't got into their brain, don't corrupt their whole mind. It's like something don't took over their whole brain, telling them this is what you should do. This is what you should jump. You should jump, or you should do this. You should do that. You should take this car and drive off the bridge and all this kind of mess. Something just get in people's mind. And that's what make them want to harm themselves. Yeah, it's like a little voices. Some people have say they hear voices in their head. They hear little things talking to them and stuff like that. And the mind is a terrible thing. And sometimes it could be drugs that alter some powerful drugs out here too can make mental illness worse. Yeah, the drugs and stuff could affect the mental illness. And some people don't be on a damn thing, I'm telling you. Some people you would think they be on drugs, but some people don't be on absolutely nothing. And that's how bad they mind be. Small portion of money on to the U.S. for down to the U.S., yeah. I'll be one black first. I know. And black people always get black people with money. And we get the smallest amount out of anything. Lawsuits, anything. If we get grants for homes, we get the smallest amount. Because we be so eager, we just be happy we got something. And that's what we got to work on that. We got to work on to be a little more stronger. We got to, first of all, we got to work on stop putting each other down. We got to, one thing I can say about the white race, and I got to tell y'all this. The white race, they can argue with each other all they want to. But when it comes to try to get each other help, they stick the fucking together. When it comes to try to get each other some damn help, they gonna stick together. They'll get out here and cuss each other out. But with the end of the day, if those people need help, they gonna help each other. Sure, I'll help you. And they ain't gonna be worried about the arguments. And see, that's what be wrong with us. We get out here and we argue with each other on this app. Then we continue to want to argue with each other instead of just letting it go and let's just move the hell on. Because it's an app. I'm not coming here to make you out my career. You're not my career. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not trying to keep arguing with you. I don't want no beef with you. It's time to just move on. Like it ain't never fucking happened. Black people don't want to live like that. Some of us do, some of us don't. Some of us just want to keep forward, keep going, keep going, keep going. Keep it real, say the scammers who gave the lawsuit to black folks is the ones who had to get the big money for the lawsuit, of course. That's why the lawyers always get more money than all of us, because, you know, the lawyers be saying, you know, the lawyers be working both sides, just like my daddy said. The lawyers be, and my daddy was a suer. My daddy sued for $100,000 when I was little. My daddy ain't mess around. Yeah, my daddy, when $100,000 when I was little, shoot, you was rich. You was rich when I was little, $100,000. You was up there. You wasn't no damn poor person with $100,000. And this what kind of lawsuits my daddy got. After the lawyers got theirs, he got these, because my dad ain't mess around. But he say 9 out of 10, when you see lawyers offer you like a small settlement, that's because he working for both sides. That firm is giving him a certain amount of money to get you to settle for $20,000. So you go and settle for the $20,000. Oh, I can get her. I can tell she ain't never had no money. I can tell they ain't used to no money, man. Yeah, just throw me an extra $5, and I get them settle this for $20,000. Yeah. You know, don't worry, I got you. And that's the way lawyers do. They crooked. Unless you get a good answer and they say we know better. We should do better. We should, but they don't. They ain't gonna do better, girl. Hey, Queen Diva, good morning, Miss Loretta. Everyone in the chat, you doing, sugar? They ain't gonna do better. What time about child? Come out here and cuss you out some more. I'll be damned if they do better. Oh boy. Shay Beagle say, yeah. They had a lot out there jumped the bridges because he had sickness and he had always hear ringing in his ear. And his family couldn't live. It was no more. And he jumped. Oh, he jumped the next day. He had a lot out there on the bridge because he said he had ringing in his ear. Oh my goodness. I wish he could have just talked to somebody. Somebody could have talked to him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Tracy. We don't know. I don't know what was going through that young man's head. But, you know, like I say, you know, mental illness is real. And we got to know our kids. And we can't be in denial about this stuff. You know, if you feel like that's a sign going on most of the time, it do be a sign. Don't be ashamed of it. Please don't be ashamed of it. Keep it real. Say you ain't never lied. You talk down on somebody with help with mental illness, God will strike you down so bad. Sure will, girl. I don't even be worried about it. Beautiful. Hey, baby, how you doing, my girl? Keep it real. Say black folks is not going to do better. Competition with each other all the time, even on this app. And this is just a simple app. They ain't gonna do better, you know. It's a simple app, and you, like I say, it's a lot of ignorance on this app. But you know, each his own. You know, I'm staying on my end, and everybody stay on theirs, cause we must have some of our people alone. Everybody is going to make it. Everybody is not going to make it to the mountaintop. No. They just need someone to take time with them, sometime to take care of. Yeah, that's true. But Miss Lowe got to get out of here because I'm going to my grandbaby's graduation. And I got to go out of town for that. Yes, the twins are graduating today. And I got to get out of here because I got to drive out of town for that, y'all. So Miss Lowe got to go. But I did want to touch on this topic, you know, about mental illness. It's nothing to be ashamed of. That country music singer, Mama just sound like a band singer, was playing in her head and she unalive herself. Yeah. There's a lot of reasons why people take their own life, baby. Sure do. Yes, my grandma used to say, leave the other people alone and you will leave great. That's right. Leave other people alone. Good morning. Hey, Shady. Thank you for the breakfast, baby. See you in the chat soon. Yes. Oh, that's my song. You know, that's my song. That's like I was just showing the world. He was a young man when he first started getting sick and stuff like that. He wasn't always he had a very bright future, and he still do. He ain't number 40 years old. He could still have babies and everything. His future is still bright in the name of Jesus. And I'm going to claim it because I don't give up on nothing that I love. Miss Loretta don't give up on nothing that she loves. And I advise y'all to do the same. Never give up on nothing that you love because God is a miracle God. And God worked wonderful. And this young man have worked hard to get where he at now. And he doing so much better. My son don't even sound the same no more. He don't even talk the same no more. He sound like a whole new different person who really gonna have something out of life. Because sometimes some people don't get started till they get like 40 years old. You know what I'm saying? That's the good part about it. That's the good part about it, y'all. Okay, y'all get Auntie some more likes, and I'm going to get on out of here. I don't know what I did with the remote, but I got to go, y'all. So I'm going to play the song, but I've been losing stuff all morning. So I got to go, but I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all soon. Yes. All right. Anybody want to, you can always reach Auntie. Because I know a lot of things people go through, you just don't want to. I know I can understand app and plug it. You don't have to. Because, this app is very cool. So I don't blame y'all. But anyway, I'll be talking to y'all a little later on. Okay. Well, I love y'all and don't get nothing on you. Bye.